I haven't deep cleaned my house in weeks. And yet, it still feels fresh, calm, and company ready. If you're tired of cleaning every day just to keep things looking decent, this might change the way you think about your home forever. Because the truth is, your home doesn't have to be spotless to feel peaceful. In this video, I'll share 5 simple habits that take less than 10 minutes a day, designed especially for those of us who want a clean, welcoming space without the exhaustion. These aren't cleaning hacks. They're lifestyle shifts that actually stick. Let's make home feel good again, without the burnout. Let's be honest, keeping a home clean used to be easier. Years ago, you could tidy up in a flash, get everything in order, and move on with your day. But now, even small messes feel like big obstacles. The bending, the scrubbing, the constant upkeep, it's not just tiring, it's draining. And when energy is limited, cleaning often falls to the bottom of the list. That's not laziness, that's reality. Life gets busy, health changes, priorities shift. A messy home doesn't mean you've failed, it means you're human. And you're not alone in feeling overwhelmed. But here's the good news. Keeping a peaceful, clean-feeling home doesn't require hours of effort. It just takes a few realistic habits that actually work for where you are in life right now. In this video, we're tossing out guilt and perfection and trading them for peace, ease, and a space that feels good to be in. Let's make your home work for you, not the other way around. Today, I'm going to share 5 simple habits that take less than 10 minutes a day, perfect for anyone who's tired of spending their days constantly cleaning. These are low-effort, high-impact routines that fit into real life, especially if your energy isn't what it used to be. No more all-day scrubbing or chasing messes from room to room. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, doable system to keep your home feeling fresh, calm, and truly lived in, without the pressure to make it perfect. Because home should feel like a place to rest, not a never-ending to-do list. Let's make it feel that way again. Habit 1. The 5-minute night reset. Let's talk about one of the smallest changes that has made one of the biggest differences in how my home feels. The 5-minute night reset. It's exactly what it sounds like. Just 5 quiet, intentional minutes in the evening to gently reset your space before bed. Nothing dramatic. No deep scrubbing. Just small actions that bring calm to your surroundings and peace to your mind. For me, it looks like this. I walk through the main living space, fluff the pillows, fold the blanket on the couch, clear off the table, maybe wipe down a counter if it needs it. I check if the trash is full and take it out if I can. That's it. No pressure to do everything. Just enough to bring the space back to neutral. It's kind of like turning down the bed for your home. You're preparing your space for rest, just like you prepare yourself. And here's what makes this habit so powerful, especially for older adults like us. It replaces chaos with calm. Instead of waking up to dishes in the sink, clutter on the table, and that lingering sense of, I should have cleaned yesterday, you wake up to a home that already feels under control. You start your day with a win before you've even had your coffee. But it's not just about cleanliness. It's about emotional relief. Because when your surroundings feel chaotic, it's harder to think clearly. You might feel anxious, unmotivated, or just plain stuck. But when your space is peaceful, even in a small way, everything feels more manageable. Your mood improves, your mind relaxes, and most importantly, you feel like you're in control of your environment, not the other way around. The best part? It truly only takes 5 minutes. I time myself sometimes just to prove it. And honestly, once you start doing it, it becomes a little ritual you look forward to. There's something deeply comforting about ending the day by gently caring for your home, not in a rushed or exhausting way, but in a loving, intentional way. And if you live with others, this can be a shared habit. It's a great rhythm to build together. One person can put away the remote and straighten the books. Another can take care of dishes or tidy the entryway. You'll be amazed at how much you can accomplish together in 5 quiet minutes. If you live alone, it's even more special. It becomes your moment of closure for the day, like telling your home, Thank you for holding me today. Let's get ready for tomorrow. And if you miss a day, no big deal. Just pick it back up when you can. This isn't about perfection. It's about creating a rhythm that serves you, something light, flexible, and supportive. So tonight, try it. Set a timer for 5 minutes after dinner or before bed. Pick just 1 or 2 small things. Straighten a chair, wipe the counter, toss the junk mail. That's all it takes. Small effort, big payoff. When you wake up tomorrow and walk into that peaceful space, you'll feel the difference. And once you feel it, you won't want to go back. Let's make peace the goal, not perfection. Habit 2, 1 basket per room. Now here's a little secret that completely changed how my home looks and feels. Without me lifting a mop or vacuum, 1 basket per room. That's it. It might sound too simple to matter, but don't underestimate the power of this tiny system. Here's how it works. I keep 1 medium-sized basket in each of the main living spaces, my living room, bedroom, and kitchen. Not fancy bins or expensive organizers. Just regular baskets. 1 per room. Throughout the day, anything that's out of place, mail, reading glasses, socks, remote controls, newspapers, goes straight into the basket. I don't stop what I'm doing. I don't make a big production out of tidying. I just drop it in the basket as I go. And that's the magic of it. It breaks the cycle of clutter buildup without demanding constant cleaning. Then, at night, or whenever, I have a few spare minutes. I take 1 easy lap around the house. I go from room to room, putting things back where they belong. Not deep organizing, just a gentle reset. You'd be shocked at how clean a space looks just by removing the visible clutter, even temporarily. No piles on the coffee table. No random items on the kitchen counter. No mystery socks under the dining chair. And here's why this works especially well for those of us in our later years. As we age, bending down repeatedly or walking back and forth with single items becomes tiring. This system reduces strain. Instead of 20 tiny trips, you make 1 thoughtful round. With everything in one place, your body will thank you, and so will your mind. It also helps reduce that feeling of being constantly behind on cleaning. Instead of looking around and thinking, ugh, this place is a mess, you'll see clear surfaces and calm spaces because everything has a temporary home. It's not about hiding the mess forever. It's about giving yourself breathing room to deal with it on your own time. Now, here's a little emotional truth. Clutter doesn't just take up space in your house. It takes up space in your head. When things are scattered and out of place, your brain starts trying to track them all at once. It's like background noise you can't. Habit 3, clear just 1 surface. If there's one habit that instantly makes your home look cleaner, even when it's not, it's this one. Pick 1 surface. Keep it clear. Every day. That's it. I know it sounds almost too simple to matter, but trust me, this tiny shift creates a powerful visual impact that makes the whole room feel cleaner, calmer, and more pulled together, even if the rest of the space isn't perfect. For me, that surface is the kitchen table. No matter what's going on elsewhere in the house, laundry on the couch, shoes by the door, dishes in the sink, I make it a point to keep that 1 surface completely clear. No papers, no bags, no random mail, just a clean, open space. And here's why it works so well. Your eyes naturally focus on flat, central surfaces. So when that surface is clear, your brain registers the entire space as more organized, even if it's not. It acts like an anchor for the room, a visual sigh of relief. You walk in and think, it's not so bad in here, even if there's a mess just outside your line of sight. This is especially helpful if your energy levels vary from day to day, which is common as we get older. On tough days, you don't have to tackle everything. You just focus on that 1 surface. It gives you a win, a sense of control, and that's often all it takes to feel a bit more grounded. Now, if the kitchen table doesn't work for you, pick something else. Maybe it's the coffee table. Maybe it's the hallway console. Maybe it's that small side table next to your favorite chair. Choose the surface you see the most, and keep that one space clutter-free. This doesn't mean everything has to be hidden or perfect. It's not about turning your home into a showroom. It's about creating one zone of visual peace. One area that says, "You're doing okay." And if you're thinking, "But I have stuff I need to leave out," that's okay too. Create a little tray or basket for those everyday items like keys, glasses, or remote controls. Corral them into one spot, so even when things are out, they feel intentionally placed. Here's a small trick I love. Once the surface is clear, add something calming, a small plant, a candle, or a framed photo. Something that signals, "This space matters." That simple gesture can transform how the whole room feels. And more importantly, how you feel when you're in it. Because let's face it, when life gets hectic or your body's feeling tired, it's easy to feel like your home is spiraling. But when you've got one clear surface waiting for you, you've got a small island of calm, a place where your eyes and your mind can rest. And here's the kicker. This habit often leads to a ripple effect. Once you've cleared one space, it's easier to clear another. Not because you have to, but because you want to. You start to enjoy the feeling of peace that even a tiny bit of tidying brings. But even if you stop at just one surface, that's still a win. So today, pick your spot. Just one. Clear it off. Wipe it down. Add something beautiful or simple if you like. And let it be your anchor, your reset button, your reminder that you're doing the best you can with what you have and where you are. And yes, your home may still have messes. Life is full of them. But this one habit will make your home look cleaner than it actually is and make you feel more in control than you thought possible. It's not about perfection. It's about peace. Habit 4. Handle it in the moment. Let me share something that changed how I approach messes, and it only takes 15 seconds at a time. Make a cup of tea, rinse the mug, sort the mail, toss the junk right away, put on your shoes, tuck them back in place. These little micro moments we often overlook, are where messes begin, or where they quietly disappear. It's easy to think a messy home comes from laziness or lack of time, but more often, it comes from tiny delays that add up. A dish left in the sink, a wrapper left on the table, a coat draped on a chair. Harmless in the moment, right? But after a day or two, or a week, they multiply. Suddenly, it feels like you're drowning in stuff, and the idea of tidying up becomes exhausting. But when you handle things in the moment, even just the tiny things, something powerful happens. You prevent the mess before it exists. Now here's the mini hook and the heart of this habit. The secret to a clean home? It's in these tiny moments. Because you don't need a big block of time. You don't need to clean the house. You just need to pause for 15 seconds when it matters most. You make the tea, and before you sit down, you rinse the mug. Done. You open the mail, toss the junk, and file the rest in a little tray. Done. You fold the blanket after your nap. Wipe the bathroom counter after you brush your teeth. Hang up your sweater instead of tossing it over the chair. Each one takes seconds, but together, they keep your home in a state of flow, a sense of movement and order without the buildup. And this habit is especially helpful as we age, because energy often comes in short bursts. You might not have the stamina to clean the entire kitchen at once, but you can rinse a dish or wipe a spot. That counts. And when you catch those little tasks right away, they don't get a chance to turn into big ones. I call it closing the loop. When you start a small action, take just a few extra seconds to finish it. Tea rinse, laundry put away, mail sort and recycle. No drama, no overthinking, just a gentle decision to complete the moment. This not only reduces clutter, but also relieves that subtle mental burden we carry. You know the one, that feeling that something is always undone. When your surroundings are full of half-finished tasks, your brain stays on high alert, even if you're trying to rest. But when those little loops are closed, your space and your mind can finally exhale. It's also incredibly empowering. Because these quick wins build momentum. They remind you that you can manage your home, even if your energy or mobility isn't what it used to be. And that confidence spills into other areas of life too. Plus, it just feels good. You look around and think, this place feels cared for. Not perfect, not spotless, but peaceful and lived in the best way. And remember, this isn't about obsessively cleaning. It's about being gentle with your space, respectful of your time, and kind to your future self, who will appreciate not having to play catch up later. So here's your gentle challenge. The next time you start a small task, take it one tiny step further. Wipe, rinse, fold, toss, return. Just 15 seconds. That's all it takes. Over time, you'll notice something beautiful. Your home stays cleaner, not because you clean more, but because you mess less. And that is a game changer. Habit 5. The weekly power hour. I'll be honest, I used to dread cleaning days. The bending, the scrubbing, the never-ending list of tasks that seemed to grow faster than I could check them off. But that all changed when I discovered what I now call my weekly power hour. Here's how it works. Once a week, I set a timer for just 1 hour. That's it. 60 minutes. No more, no less. And in that hour, I take care of the basics. Vacuum the main rooms. Wipe down the most used surfaces. Change the sheets. Quick bathroom refresh. And here's the twist. I play music. I open a window. I let the light in. And I let the process be light, too. This is not a deep clean. It's a rhythmic reset. A way to keep things fresh without draining myself. I don't aim for perfect. I just aim for better than yesterday. And somehow, this weekly ritual has become one of the calmest, most grounding parts of my week. I used to dread cleaning. Now, it's one of the calmest parts of my week. Because the truth is, there's something comforting about knowing you only have to go so far. The timer keeps it from taking over your day. There's a start, and more importantly, a finish. And for those of us who may not move as quickly as we used to, this approach offers freedom within structure. You can take a break halfway. You can skip the stairs. You can even sit to dust lower areas or use tools with longer handles. There's no rush, just a rhythm. Now here's the beautiful part. When your home already stays mostly tidy from the other, daily habits like the night reset, the clear surface, and handling things in the moment, this weekly power hour feels surprisingly easy. There's no chaos to dig out of, no overwhelm, just a gentle polish. And something else happens, too. You start looking forward to it. It becomes an act of care, not just for your home, but for yourself. A clean floor, fresh sheets, and a dusted lamp can lift your spirits more than you'd expect. It's a signal to your brain that your space is safe, managed, and tended to. That you're still in charge of your environment, even if life looks different now. That emotional payoff, the peace, the pride, the lightness, is far greater than the effort it takes. And here's a tip. If 1 hour sounds like too much, start with 30 minutes. Or do 2 30-minute sessions split across 2 days. The goal isn't to follow rules. The goal is to build a rhythm that works for you. Because when you know you've got a system, something predictable, manageable, and kind, you stop feeling behind all the time. No more guilt. No more, I really should clean. Just 1 hour, once a week, to reset your space and restore your mind. So here's your gentle invitation. Pick your power hour. Maybe it's Sunday morning with your favorite album. Maybe it's Friday afternoon while you listen to the birds outside. Put it on your calendar like an appointment with peace. Because when you give your home 1 hour of focused care each week, it gives you back days of ease, calm, and comfort. And isn't that the kind of home we all deserve? After recovering from surgery last year, I couldn't do much. Even simple tasks felt like climbing a mountain. But one thing I could control was how my space felt. I didn't have the energy for deep cleaning, but I still wanted my home to feel peaceful, not chaotic. These small habits, just minutes a day, became my lifeline. They helped me keep a sense of order, even when everything else felt upside down. I wasn't chasing perfection. I just wanted calm. And that's exactly what these routines gave me. A home that felt manageable and a little more like me. Here's how my home looks now. Just a few simple daily habits. And one light weekly clean. No marathon cleaning days. No guilt piling up with the laundry. It's not perfect, but it feels calm, welcoming, and lived in. And more importantly, I feel different. I don't walk into rooms and sigh. I don't feel weighed down by clutter or mess. I feel steady. I feel proud. Because my home now reflects what I truly need. Peace, not perfection. And if I can get there, one small habit at a time, you can too. Speech balloon. What's one cleaning habit that's made your life easier? Share it in the comments. I'd love to learn from you. Thumbs up if you found something helpful today. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people see it, and subscribe. Television. And if you want a quick win, watch my 10-minute declutter challenge next. Link is right here.